Okay, let's continue on looking at data processing using InspectionWare. In this video, we'll look at some cases that might be a little different from what we've done before. We'll start with predefined C-scans. And I'm going to split the window in two. And I can drag out those two subsets to start. Okay, next we'll go to the toolbox and we'll get the crop rectangle, and we'll do something a little different. We'll drag that on the data. Okay, and you see that the crop rectangle shows up on the data and the node goes into the tree. We can drag that one up, and you can see that this input is giving us the live feedback into that node. Okay, so another pattern that might be interesting to look at is data fusion, and we'll drag that on the second output and drag it out there, and we'll run it, and nothing happens. And nothing happens because it needs what we call reference data. So I'm going to drag this one onto here, and you can see that as I drag around and then I hit execute, you can see something changing in there. And what it's doing is it's taking the reference data, this crop region, and subtracting it. There's a lot of different functions you can do. We can add them together, and we'll try that. And you see it looks a little different. But that isn't perhaps showing us very, it's not a very dramatic change. So let's go in and add a linearized processor, and we'll put that on the crop. We'll drag that in there, and it basically gives us terms of all different polynomial terms. We can put this down to first order, and that's the 0th order is add 22 and multiply by 2, and you see that comes out brighter. And then we put that in as the reference data, and we drag that around, and we execute this node, and it comes out nicely. Now, I'll give you one little trick. You see that when I'm dragging here, the reference data is not, or the data fusion isn't updating. I have to go over here and run it. So here's a little trick you can do. You can take a data executor, or execute task, and we put it here so it'll execute on that point, and say I want to execute the execute task on that. And I'm going to make it asynchronous just so it doesn't slow things down if it's actually taking a long time. And it's all nice and live now. Okay, let's do one more thing that shows input annotations. So I'll collapse that down. We'll do our build, and we'll do an A-scan. Run that, and it can drag out here. I'll go back, delete that, and I'll just show you the input annotations working on this one. So gate, and then I put the gate on the gate, and you can see that even though this one is down two nodes, it's smart enough to draw itself on the parent. And this is all live, and let's split this up again. You can see that one, and we can split this one, split vertically, and you can see the gate and the gate and the gate, and all this follows. Anyway, those are the patterns we've covered are reference data and looking at the input annotations.